Rosa set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he rifles one incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased and under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Gronkowski the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. The 40. He's at the 30. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Lockett the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Tyler Lockett. And out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a return. He did everything but take it to the house. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. An option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Foster on 2nd down.
At the Broncos' 37-yard line.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
The ball carrier.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
8, Texans 7.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Lockett the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10. And
they go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Ed McCaffrey, the intended target. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 14.
From the gun, Jackson. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pick up at 6.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that in too many play sheets, do you?
No. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll roll him out right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. And then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise. Just by how it's gone down, how about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And then the Dallas game they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Again, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next to score, Broncos 23, Texans 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Here I come.
Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he goes out of bounds finally, but they're already on the edge of the red zone as he returns this to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Roses to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 30, Texans 21. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On second down now. It's Foster. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
By number 23.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Watson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Out of the gun, Watson, flush to his right. He'll run it. He's got the... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. On the run, it's Foster. And he's got some space here.
Showtime today,
and he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey. He's got a man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Jackson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Texans 21. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Foster. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Forced out to his left. And he finds Stills, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
4 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down. Foster. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Mathieu on the tackle. 1 yard gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try the air now with Watson. Buying time to his left. Got an open man, it's Foster. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st and goal, Foster. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans cut into that lead.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And it's good, so that will get them back within one score.
Broncos 36, Texans 28.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Gurley.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
And 3 at the 27-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
The offense retains possession.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
2nd and 6 at the Texans' 40-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Score, Broncos 36.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
And the Cowboys.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw on second is Watson. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is McCaffrey on the give. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the former rushing champ, this is Okoye Foster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Foster. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd and short.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play here for Dallas. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 22.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Down the field, confidence running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Shotgun snap for Watson.
Calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Yeah, he's going to keep it here. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Watson on 3rd down. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Okoye Foster there to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
From the 6. To about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To the sideline.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Watson looks to throw again. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
At the 24-yard line.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36.
They'll go again with Foster. Being able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll hand off to Foster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Third down throw incomplete as well.
So an incompletion as we just saw there.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now Sanders. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, CD, unfortunately some somber news across the league in Week 2 coming from New England Patriots running back James White, because his parents were in a car crash and his father Tyrone, captain of the Miami-Dade Police Department, passed away in that accident, and his mother Lisa also sustained critical injuries. So it was obviously a tough one. James White did not play in the game on Sunday, but we did see the outpouring of support from around the National Football League and how this really is one big family.
Yeah, he was really embraced, as you mentioned, by the National Football League. We saw social posts from plenty of players around the league, including Tom Brady from the team.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A give. This is Foster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back now here on EA Sports. 14. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They run. It's Foster. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Goal at the 9
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On second down now, it's Foster. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Arian Foster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Texans are within a two-point conversion of tying up this game. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for two.
Chance to tie the ball game from the 2-yard line. Now you've got to go back to the 7-yard line and take the same chance.
Watson. They don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Cowboys 14, Texans 12.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Watson on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. And the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Coming after, right down the middle. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to go down again. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson. Incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Watson's pass intended.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock.